Well, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome to our conjunction videos today. And today we are going to be doing Sun, Venus, and Rahu conjunction, and what happens when these three planets are together in a horoscope. And obviously, this is not a full meaning of the conjunction because I really don't know which house these planets are controlling in your horoscope. What sign they're placed in? Are they all in good dignity, neutral dignity, bad dignity, average dignity? We do not know that. So the meaning that I give you here is going to be probably, I would say, 50%. The next 50% is really depends upon the sign and all these other placements. So, and as always, if you do not know, if you have this conjunction, what other conjunctions you have, all the planetary placements, see what degrees they're at, because that makes a big difference too. For that, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report. We're on the second page. You'll know exactly where each planet is placed, what degrees they're in, what nakshatra they're in, including Vedic Astrology, conjunction, and aspects of the speed of light. So, Sun, Venus, Rahu conjunction. Very extravagant conjunction. Very exotically creative conjunction. Because Sun represents the way we present ourselves to other people, our ego out there in the world. It represents the inner desires of the soul. It represents our father. It represents our fatherly figure, government, authoritative figures. Venus represents our spouse, relationships with women, men, both. It represents our ability to love. It represents our ability to create things, do creative things, express ourselves creatively, sensually. And then Rahu represents exoticness, foreign things, unusual things, weird things, taboo things, away from the social norm things. Rahu is also our manifestation in this Maya. Rahu is Maya. Rahu is the Lord of Maya. Rahu represents illusion. Rahu represents something that people see it from the surface, but inside is something else. A lot of things can be said about the Rahu. It's the magician, It is a scientist. He has polar opposite things. He can be a great scientist. He can be a great scam artist. So when these three planets are conjunct, and I'm going to pretend in this video that they're closely conjunct. If one is at 2 degrees, the other is at 10 degrees, the other is at 29 degrees, the effects will be very loose of this conjunction. But mainly what you will see is that this person becomes very extravagant. This person likes to show off their body. This person likes to show off themselves outside. These are men and women who are not afraid to put a bikini on and just go outside. Go out shopping wearing a bikini. They just love expressing themselves in the most unusual, awkward way. These are the people who develop their ego and personality through foreign relationships. People of different culture, people of different ethnic background. These are the people, they express themselves creatively in the most unusual form. Perhaps somebody who may become a belly dancer, stripper. Somebody may go towards Playboy, Penthouse. They're male strippers. And I know many of you will be like, well, that's not me. But if you really look at your conjunction, so what? You're not a porn star. You're not, a stripper. Fine. But when you go out, you present yourself in a very provocative way. You're the most charming person in the party. You're the person who has the most unusual ways of attaining people and relationships. And when it comes to your art is very unusual. You want to do something away from social norm, so you can be noticed. Like if there's a regular path of following acting, okay, somebody wants to be an actor, this is the person that does not mind getting nude in a scene so they can be seen, and everybody wants to watch that movie because they're nude. But these provocative provisions are in Venus and Sun's energy. But what also happens is that father loves women. Your father loves many, many women. secretly or not. But what this also shows, father is a very clever business person who knows how to, like there's a saying in India that when you cannot take the oil out with a straight finger, you have to fold your finger to get the ghee out, to get the oil out, which pretty much means father may be able to go around things and, you know, get his money one way or the other. Shows your father could be of a mixed culture, mixed ethnic background. And father himself is a very much like a show-offy personality. He loves to drive, takes you to school with his Porsche and makes sure everybody notices him. So very extravagant father, but also what's happening is Rahu is the eclipse. So what's happening now, if let's say Rahu is holding the highest degree, Sun is holding the lowest degrees, Sun is in eclipse because Rahu is coming near the Sun, because Rahu, the node, is either retrograde or stationed at all times. So it never will move forward, either stationed. So if in your horoscope, if you don't see that R in your Rahu Ketu, simply means they're stationed. They're not direct. They will never go direct. They're simply stationed or moving towards the other planet. So when they're moving backwards, they're coming over Sun. So that eclipse is there. What this shows is that the relationship with the father can be really bad. Your father, you know, just was not there, was always involved in women, traveling, and just doing all sorts of different shenanigans in his life. Or father could be a great political leader and a great leader who had to spend so much time outside changing society that he forgot to pay attention to you. And so these are the polar things happen. This is why I'm saying we do not know what sign they're in. We do not know what house this conjunction is placed in. Because Rahu can be an extremely spiritual planet. Rahu can be an extremely extravagant planet. Loose wild cat. And shows that the person, whoever this person marries, will be like this Rahu, Venus, Sun energy. They're going to want to look their best. This is the guy who gets the wife who dresses a bit provocatively and has that sex symbol status. And everybody wants to look at his wife. And one gets a very beautiful, exotic looking spouse. Man or woman, both. And if, let's say, Venus is conjunct Rahu, and Venus is in the nakshatra of Ketu, like Mula nakshatra, Magha nakshatra, a person will get a spouse with lighter eyes, grayish green eyes. If Venus is with Rahu in Rahu nakshatra, may get light brown or blue eyes. But this conjunction is for people who want to just out there, man, like Kim Kardashians and the politicians, and just somebody who wants to be noticed. Somebody who may actually make money by being noticed. So creatively, this becomes a very good thing. For an artist, they will be very successful because an artist will be very different in his approach to things, very unique in his approach to things. He's not going to simply draw some simple thing. He's going to draw something which is against the social norm of society, where society will look at it like, whoa, what is this? That's what this conjunction does. But after, later on, once you reach your late 30s, is when, and especially between 27 and 32, Rahu will remove his eclipse over Sun. This is where a person will truly come out of their dark side. With these people, you can see that they might be in wrong groups growing up. As a teenager, they were just completely stubborn and menace. But after 27, 28, something happens, they want to go back to school. They want to get their postgrad education. Suddenly, they turn their life around. This kind of things happen. You're running into wrong relationships. Suddenly, when eclipse removes, you find a foreign spouse who's very, very dignified, very intelligent, and very respectable. It's all about how you're living your life. Are you living your life in the eclipse or after the eclipse? So you'll see these two polar black and white worlds. in first and second half of life. Okay. So guys, this is my analysis of Sun Rahu Venus conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Rahu, Sun, and Venus are placed, all my books, conjunction aspects, at the speed of light, astrology, and consultations, all that good stuff is here at this link. Otherwise, we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.